Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of You've Heard of the Dark Season 5. The last episode we watched, episode 10, was The Tale of the Vacant Lot, which had a girl discovering that mystical shop that would appear to her, and she would get things from the shop to her for free, but the woman was trading her things that were seemingly to her not as important, because she said, the only thing that's important to me is the ring from my granddad or something like that. And so the woman was taking basically her personality, her beauty, things like that. It was a very stereotypical story that we'd seen in TV shows before. If you've ever read that kind of generation of books that was like Goosebumps and all those, point horror, all that kind of thing, it's the kind of story that's been told many times before. But it was a fun episode. I enjoyed the villain. I enjoyed when she was all like, ooh. And I liked the fact that there's this cool looking shot that would appear out of nowhere, and that ultimately the girl learnt her lesson towards the end. But it was a story that I'd seen before, so ultimately wasn't my favourite of the season, but still a fun story. This episode is episode 11. It's called The Tale of a Door Unlocked. Another one that I don't remember. So a door unlocked, maybe someone goes to, I'm going to try and think of a typical premise. Someone goes to stay at a house of someone they don't know, or a distant family member's house, and there's a door that they're not allowed to go behind, but they unlock it and get in, and there's something bad behind that door. I'm thinking like How to Kill a Monster in Goosebumps. Go and stay at your grandparents' house, your uncle's house, something like that, and there's a monster behind the door, or the door is a portal to someone else. I don't really know, but that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from the title, which is there's a door, it's locked for a reason, but someone decides to open it, and there's bad things behind that door, which could be quite cool. In terms of who's going to tell the story, I've looked at a list, so I've got a little list here. I keep it going as I watch every episode of who tells what story, and so far this season, Gary's told no stories. We're 10 episodes in, Gary's not told a single story, so I'm praying for Gary, which could mean the return of Sardo, hopefully. But if not, maybe Sam, because she's only ever told one story this season. Because like Stig's had a couple, Kiki's had 3, Betty Ann's had a couple, Tug's had a couple, Sam's had 1, Gary's had none. So hopefully, in the last 3 episodes, Sam will have at least 1 more. Gary will have 1 or 2 at least, because he's the leader of the group. He needs a good story. And I like Gary as a character as well, so I'm gutted that we haven't got as much with him this season as possible. We're spending more time on Stig, who's such an unlikable character. Like, someone actually put a comment in recently on YouTube saying Stig's only got 2 stories this season, so spoiler alert, Stig's got no more stories, which I'm happy about because I don't like Stig. Although Stig's told 2 very good stories, so I'm like, but I'm hoping that we spend more time with someone like Gary, who's a long-standing member of the group. With Frank gone as well, Gary and Betty Ann are the only 2 original members, right? Because Sam came in season 3, Tucker came in season 3, Stig was season 5, and I think that's all of them. Oh, and Kiki as well, sorry, and Kiki's an original member. But she had a few stories, Betty Ann's had a couple, so I want to spend more time with Gary. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is a Gary episode. I'll let you jump into the episode to find out what it's about. If you enjoyed the video, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode and the reaction. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And there's a Patreon link down below in the description box if you want to help support the channel and watch my episodes ahead of YouTube. Let's jump into You've Heard of the Dark Season 5, episode 11. The Tale of a Door Unlocked.
Gaze into the crystal ball of a fortune teller.
Okay, could be Gary.
They say it offers
Story.
a glimpse into the future.
It's a huge crystal
Say
ball.
that Kiki has an incredible voice, and she'll someday be a famous singer.
Cool.
Betty Ann,
Betty
horror
Ann's
author.
compassion and intelligence will lead her to a successful career in medicine.
Oh.
Really?
She'll clean elephant cages at the zoo.
Hey, what does that thing say for you, smart guy?
Story about looking into the future.
Okay.
Imagine if a crystal ball.
I'm excited that it's Gary. It's nice to spend more time with
Wouldn't it
him.
be cool to see what was going to happen to you tomorrow, or next week,
Could be cool, but
or 5 years from now?
what if you don't like what you see?
The only trouble is, what if the future you saw wasn't a good one?
That's what I said.
What if it was filled with fear and danger?
The Tale of the Door Unlocked. I thought we were in like medieval times then. Just a very old house. Abandoned house.
She looked at me in the library yesterday. What do you think?
Hey, Michael, get out of there. You're not supposed to go in there. What are you, Mom Spy?
Where are you, Mum Spy? I instantly dislike that child.
Nah, I already got a wizard. Hey, what's he doing in there?
It's a dumb club he's got with his
What's this guy on the right in Goosebumps? He
Whenever they
looks
get a new
familiar.
member, they bring him in there and scare him. Like an initiation.
Ooh.
They believe that stuff about the Albers House.
What? Old Mr. Albert haunts the place?
Hmm.
Why? 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 Why?
So what were you gonna ask?
We're doing another ghost story as well as like a fortune telling thing.
Excellent. Give us, will ya?
Take it you fancy
There's
her.
an audience. Now go.
Oh god, not the sunglasses. Nobody looks cool. This is Sardell shop, right?
I'd give anything for the guts to do that.
What was that?
Yay!
I didn't quite hear. You'd give anything?
No, Sardell. No, Mr. Accent on the dough.
Don't be shy. Have you seen our vomit?
Are you?
Kid, get out while you can.
They call me Sardo. No, mister. Accent on the dough.
There it is.
I got this thing with girls.
Don't we all?
No, I'm nervous about asking
No.
anybody out. I'm scared they're gonna say no, and I'll look like a total geek.
Oh,
I
there
have
though.
exactly what you
When you're a
need.
teenager.
Kidding.
Super specs.
Super specs.
Thanks anyway. I gotta be going.
Voila.
What is that?
What is it?
It's a door, obviously, but
It's a doorway. It's a doorway into the future. You just tell it what you want to see. Imagine knowing beforehand whether or not the young lady you ask out will say yes
I
or
mean,
no.
that is handy.
Show me a girl who'll go to the dance with me.
Okay.
Rip. Doesn't even open.
Oh god. Hi. This is ominous. There's a lot of smoke.
I'll take it.
You will? You will? Of course you will. $24.95?
I've only got 10.
Sold.
But I'm losing on the deal.
losing on the deal.
There it is. I do like Sardell because he's always got specific lines he says. No Mr. Accent on the dough. Vomit. I'm losing on the deal. It's cool. He's got another one.
This. So I'll take him to the dance.
I hope you and your little door have a great time.
No, wait.
Introduce me later. I know how doors can get a little stuck up.
Ben.
I wish that kid would take his sunglasses off because. So does he know who this girl is, or is she a new, like someone he's never met before? Is she in that house, that abandoned one that we saw at the beginning? Because it looks like she's somewhere like that. Looking for Brad. God. You told me it was one of a kind.
That's Sardo.
No, Mr. Accent
Thought you
on the
said
Joe.
this is one of a kind.
Yes. Well, you see, the doors are a match set. And so, you see, they are one of a kind. Both of them, sort of.
He's so
All right,
annoying.
they're two of a kind.
But funny.
certainly.
I want to know who's on the other side of that door. But I saw a girl.
Consider yourself lucky. Well, good day.
See, now smoke's coming out of that door. I don't understand. Do they both show the same thing?
Amy Breck said yes.
You mean you nagged her until she couldn't take it anymore?
Exactly.
Creep.
So, you still going with your toy door?
It's not a toy.
All right, people, settle down.
Have we got a new student?
Now, before we begin,
New student.
I'd like you all to welcome
Here we
a
go.
new student to our school.
I wonder who it's going to
Her name
be.
is Ashley. Everyone, this is Ashley. Brewer.
Gosh, I never would have guessed.
Yeah, I'm Justin. I'm Ashley. Hi.
Oh.
I don't want to sound weird, but have you ever been trapped in a burning building?
No? What kind of question is that?
A scary one to ask someone,
Hey,
that's for sure.
oh, sorry, bro. Who's the babe? I thought you were too chicken to talk to girls.
Shut
That's
up.
no babe. That's my sister. Oh, by any chance, is your father a firefighter?
No. Listen, I better go.
I was going to say, I'd be like, you're asking me a lot of questions about burning buildings and fire. I'm getting a suspicion you're an arsonist. I'm going to leave.
Hope she has smoke alarms in her house.
Smoke alarms? What is it with you and fire?
Yes, you'd be so scared.
Kind of a hobby, yeah. You know, fires and smoke
It sounds a bit
alarms.
like a threat.
Can't have too many smoke alarms.
Yeah.
Ashley, we have a welcome present for you.
Oh, thank you.
Is he going to overreact? Yes.
Are you crazy? What do you do that for?
But I thought
What do you do that for?
For Albers haunts the place, you gotta go up to the master bedroom and sit in his chair.
This kid cannot act. No offense to him. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. But he's a terrible actor. Ooh.
In?
Out.
I know it's hard to believe, but
I'm not a total lunatic, usually.
you're right. It is hard to believe.
maybe we could just forget it ever happened and start all over again?
I'll think about it. Listen, I gotta go find Brad.
Are they going to
before
fall
dinner
in love by the
comes.
end of the
See you later.
episode?
Burns?
They're with friends, right? I'm going to guess they're the friends that are taking... Yeah. I was going to say, is the house actually haunted? But no. Oh, don't go in there. That place is about to burn.
Man, it's my sister. Let's bolt. I'm not spying for Mom. I just have to know where he is.
Here we go. Right, get to the house already. I'm surprised you can't hear it because fire is quite loud when there's a, like that sheer amount of fire. Ooh. Oh, awesome.
Justin?
Right, now get out.
Where did you come from?
I was wondering if we go back through the door, will they appear in his bedroom, you know? Look at me, feel a bit sick. Stop it.
The key said in. What are you talking about?
Out. It's on the other side of
Said
it.
was one of a kind. But it isn't. There's two.
One at the magic shop.
One's the indoor. The other must be the outdoor.
So I can say just decide already to open it.
Sardo. No, mister. Accent.
Hurry, please!
I'm changing my name. It's finally driven me out of my mind.
Oh no.
Hurry! Hurry!
Who are you?
After everything he's been through, I'm surprised he stays in this business because
The other door too.
he just gets in trouble.
Hurry, please!
I've got it. This is worth more than I thought.
Right, I'll save the kid first. Here we go. Hey, save the day.
I don't suppose I could interest you in purchasing the triplet.
The triplet.
Yes. It's actually 3 of a kind.
There's a third one?
Nah, keep it.
What's the third one then? One's in, one's out.
Magic door never worked for Justin again. But whether a door's magic or not,
I wonder.
there's one thing that can always be said. Whenever a door's open, it always leads to new possibilities.
So cute.
You ready?
Hey, careful! Let's see if I can tell the future. I declare this meeting of the Midnight Society closed.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Declare this meeting.
Give it to me, Tucker.
Give it to me, Tucker.
I see a little guy, and he's being pounded by a big guy with glasses.
Nasty.
Interesting choice of phrase, but okay.
Later.
Okay, that was my reaction to Are You Afraid of the Dark? Season 5, Episode 11, A Tale of a Door Unlocked. And finally, a Gary story in Season 5. It's taken long enough. 10 episodes in. Not that it really matters in the order. It did a little at the beginning when we had the introduction of Stig and his, couple of stories joining the Midnight Society. But on the grand scheme of things, the order doesn't really matter on most of the time. But it was nice to finally spend some time with Gary, and along with Gary becomes Sardo. No Mr. Accent on the dough. A classic Goosebumps character, not Goosebumps, a You Afraid of the Dark character who's in every season. I don't know about the next two, like the first reboot, or revival, sorry. I don't know if he's in any of those. I don't think that he is, but I'm not sure. I believe I saw a spoiler that he's actually in one of the new episodes. But again, we'll worry about that when we get to it. But it's so nice to see him. It's fun because he's the kind of character that you would never want to meet in real life, because he's so annoying. Like, he just sells you something that's, to his mind, a dud, and it's useless, and it always causes you problems. But it's fun as a viewer, because you know, it's kind of like a comfort story, because you know exactly what you're going to get with him. You know, you're going to walk into the shop, someone's going to say, Mr. Stardough, and he's going to say, no, Mr. Accent on the dough. He's going to offer you vomit. He's then going to try and sell you something which he thinks is just a useless piece of junk, overprice it, bring the price down. The customer or the character's going to say, I've only got like $5, $10. He will say, all right, I'll take it, but I'm losing on the deal. They'll take it home, and then something spooky will happen. And they'll have to go to him for help, and he'll usually help save the day somehow. So even though it is repetitive storytelling, there's something quite comforting in it. The same as with Dr. Vink. When he would be in various different stories, it was always, he was semi-villainous, but quite kooky, not always totally a villain. But you'd always have that, I'm not a nutbag, and a Vink with a ver. You knew what you were going to get with him. So it is like a story, even if you're not massively enjoying the storyline, you know the bits with Sardo, you know what you're going to get. It's quite fun. He's a fun character. He's a really fun portrayal. He's bubbly, he's funny. And I like the fact that in this episode we got a couple of mentions of past stuff, like he mentioned super specs when he was looking through the cupboard to find the door that he was going to give to the boy. And yeah, so in this episode he had a door which he sold to the boy who wanted help with girls, and he said, this door can tell you the future. If you ask it a question looking through the door, it will show you the future. And this time he wanted to see a girl he could take to the dance, and it kept showing him the visions of this girl, but only through the hatch. And initially he just saw the girl, but then he saw her looking for someone called Brad, and then saw her in a building that was burning down. And not really sure initially what that meant, because we didn't know the girl, he didn't know who she was. It was just this random girl that he'd seen through this hatch. No one else could see it, but then the girl was introduced as a new member of that school. So then we had the fun dynamic of the boy trying to warn the girl that she was in danger, but she's only just started at the school, she doesn't know who he is, and he's talking nonsense to her about fire and flames and smoke alarms, and naturally, rightly so, she was freaked out. She's like, what is your obsession with fire? Why do you keep talking to me about fire and smoke alarms and all this stuff? It's quite scary. It would kind of seem like a threat, you know? If you just started at this new school, and this guy kept saying, have you ever been in a burning building? You know, is your dad a firefighter? So about smoke alarms, I would be concerned this guy was threatening to burn my house down. That would be my concern. But I liked the main guy. I thought he was quite fun. His friend was okay, I guess. He was kind of an annoying character. Kept putting his sunglasses on, was a bit creepy towards women. As well as his brother, was like, oh, she's a total babe, right in front of her, which is gross. But I liked the main character, and I liked the girl whose name I can't remember, who's the one that was going to be in the burning building. But then I liked it because it kind of gave me vibes of the Dollhouse episode where they play with kind of doorways and things, where like in this one, we looked through the hatch, saw a different building on fire, and then later on down the line, once he'd found the key, and we discovered that the key was an in key, so if he opened the door, it took him through into the burning building. It was the same kind of thing in the Dollhouse where you'd walk through the door in the attic to go outside, and you'd appear in the Dollhouse. I like that kind of twisty-turny kind of logic, that Doctor Who logic, where you go through one door one place, you appear smaller somewhere else, or vice versa. Like this, he went through a teeny tiny little door, got sucked through into a burning building. So that was the building that the girl was in. She was taken to, well, she went to the burning building because her brother was there. There was an initiation where you go to this abandoned house that's supposedly haunted, but while they were there, they accidentally set fire to the house, and she got trapped in there. The boy went through the door, saved her pretty easily, to be fair. I thought they were going to have more trouble. They got kind of trapped in the basement, but then realised that because there was two doors, because not Dr. Vink, Sardo told them it was a one-off, and it wasn't. It was actually a set of three in the grand scheme of things, but at the time a set of two. One was an indoor, one was an outdoor, so he got through to Sardo to open the door to let them out on the other side, which is pretty cool. I like that he went in one side, came out the other. That was quite satisfying, I guess, and made sense why there was two doors. And they must be linked because he obviously, it made sense that he asked the question, kept seeing the girl that he asked the question of, so when he opened the door he got taken to that girl. That would make sense. And then, because initially I was confused as why the other door was having smoke coming through it, why when he was shouting did he go through the other door, like that other door, he's not spoken to it, asked questions of it, blah blah blah. But if they're linked, it makes sense that they're both now connected to him and his experience, and so they're his in and outdoors from wherever he is. So when he shouted to the outdoor, that's why Sado could hear it through there. Now the question now becomes, what's the third door? If all these doors are linked, we've got the indoor, the outdoor, what's the third door? I was hoping there'd be some sort of cliffhanger with that. It's kind of a hint that there was something more going on. There's all these doors that are linked to different things. Is that another indoor? Is there another outdoor somewhere? Is it totally separate? Or is that somehow linked to the indoor, the outdoor, and something else? I apologise if you can hear, there's a lot of rain outside. The rain is belting down. So I apologise if you can hear it, but that's why I wanted to watch You in the Dark, because it was like raining and a bit dark outside, so I thought, let's watch something a bit spooky. But overall, I quite enjoyed the episode. It was fun. Always great to see Sardo. Gary's stories are usually pretty good. Sardo's stories are always fun. I like the magic shop, the taking the item home, and it actually worked when he thinks it's not going to. And I like the main character, the school setting, the girl, and how at the end of the episode they were sweet together. They found a little romance, a little relationship, and yeah, I thought it was a really fun story, nice story, quite a satisfying one, and I enjoy the magicness of it. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, enjoying the storyline, enjoying the episodes. Let me know down below what you thought, and if you're enjoying season 5. Please take a look at the Patreon link down below to help support the channel and watch episodes ahead of YouTube. And please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the penultimate episode of season 5 of Are You Afraid of the Dark. Bye guys, take care, stay safe.